everybody, welcome back to another interview with another one of our incredible businesses in downtown Senoia. Today I'm with Raquel. She's the owner of Olivia James Apparel. We're just 2 storefronts down from the Welcome Center, right next to Lisa's Creperie, if y'all know where that is. So anyways, well, I'm going to hand it over to you, Raquel. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and what the inspiration was for Olivia James.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am from Fayette County. I went to Sandy Creek, grew up here. My brothers grew up here. The concept was very easy for me when I was pregnant and couldn't find your everyday styles that I wanted for my age group, where I was at in my life as a mother. I started questioning whether we were all having the same issue. My age group, early, like young moms. And then I just started kind of researching where I could get that type of everyday staples.
Right.
And it just more research came about it, and that's kind of where I landed with the concept of everyday staples that are just easy to wear, good for all ages, great for working women. It's been fun. It's been fun being here, being local. I love still living where I grew up, so it's been awesome.
That's really cool. It's a great idea,
Yeah.
and definitely a great store to have in town. Now, when we were talking before our interview started, you mentioned that growing up, you hadn't really come down to Senoia a whole lot, and it's clearly changed a lot.
So much.
So I wanted to get your perspective when you decided that you were going to set up a store and build a brick and mortar apparel company. What about Senoia made you want to come here rather than, there's dozens of places around here that are great shopping centers, a lot of people, but
right.
What made you choose Senoia?
Well, it really was God sent. So I was happy with my online boutique. I worked from home. I still had it. My daughter was still really young. So at the time, it worked well for me to be just online. It literally happened at perfect timing. A girlfriend of mine that I went to high school with had the shop here, Lindsay. She had her jewelry store here. She was pregnant, and she knew that she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She reached out to me and said, if you're interested in this location, I've got a great location downtown Senoia. And at first I was like, I don't think so. I think I'm good with my online boutique. I came down, I checked it out. I'm like, this is a really good location. I looked around. I loved how much it had grown. Because I didn't really know too much about Senoia, I didn't hang out here. There wasn't much anyways in Fayette County for teenagers to do. Most of the time we ended up driving to Atlanta.
Right.
Now I see how much Senoia, Peachtree City, Noonan has grown in the last 20 years, that it's so different for young families, teenagers. There's so much more to do.
Sure.
So that really was, if she hadn't suggested this location, it would have never happened, because I wasn't even in the mindset of opening up a brick and mortar.
Right.
Online was convenient for me. It worked for my lifestyle. It worked for our family. But yeah, it was a great location. I fell in love with it as soon as I started imagining what I could do with the space. I fell in love, and I absolutely love being on Main Street and being here, and the foot traffic that we have, and a sense of community. And even when it's strangers, I can sit here for an hour and just talk to somebody, because that's just, you get that sense of community here. I love it.
Me too. I can say it. I've said it in other videos as well, but moving here from really big Southern California. I grew up around, my hometown alone was 85,000 people. So it's a
huge difference for you.
Very big difference, and I'm glad to be here. Now, so you've been open now, we were just talking about a year, a little over a year and a half now, right? So what's something that's that surprised you about having a business in Senoia, and then also maybe something that you've learned having a brick and mortar business through COVID?
Oh gosh, yeah. One, the community love and support, and how they came together, and every page that Senoia has, Alive After 5, the Enjoy Senoia, all those pages that we have on Instagram and social media really came together to promote shop local, shop small businesses. Let's help these small businesses push through and thrive, whether it's buying gift cards, supporting their websites, shopping through it. A lot of us did curbside pickup just to kind of keep us going.
Right.
You don't get that in bigger cities. I wouldn't have gotten that if my shop was in Atlanta or in a bigger shopping center. It's such a sense of community here. Like everyone's got each other's back, whether you have a business or whether you just live here. So I learned that, and then COVID in general, it was a one day at a time situation. You know, I was hopeful when I got online orders, and then when it started to slow down, you're just like, what's happening? But it went awesome. There was a good flow for it. It went from thinking this will be over in a couple weeks to a full year of it. Luckily, the state of Georgia only closed down for a few months. So it was a quick turnaround, and we bounced right back in.
Well,
So,
I'm glad it
Yeah.
turned around for you.
Yeah.
I'll always say I've said it in every video so far, and if I say it 100 more times, it won't be enough. The city of Senoia and the residents in Senoia are just second to none when it comes to
Yes.
rallying around either a particular business or the businesses as a whole, as we've seen this last year.
Yeah.
So it's something that's unique for sure.
Yeah.
Now I want to take a minute also and just maybe tell people what are you carrying here? What are some of the clothes, the jewelry, what are the stories behind them? Just
Yeah.
highlight maybe 3 or 4 of your favorite things in your store.
My favorite thing are my basics. So your regular simple t-shirts. I carry a lot of Z Supply, which if women are familiar with it, they know it's great quality fabrics. My overall goal when I shop for my clothing is if they're versatile, can they wear it more than once? The quality, the fabrics, are they comfortable? Are they wearable? I really want to promote the intentional shopper. So it's not going to be your trendy, you come here every week and we're going to have new stuff. I get new clothes once or twice a month, if that. So it's just a slower style, but my basics, your everyday clothes that you put on, those are my favorite ones to shop for because it is what we live in.
Right.
And then I have workwear for women. So now that we are getting back into wedding season and we're starting to get in the flow of work and people are having meetings, I'm bringing back some more workwear. But my basics really went well with COVID because so many people were at home.
Right.
So the lounge wear, the casual wear, the comfortable clothes, it worked great. It literally transitioned so well into where I didn't really have to change what I was shopping for already. So it's just your wardrobe staples, very easy to style, very comfortable. It's not overly trendy, not special occasions, just simple, minimalist, easy. Jewelry, same. It's always gonna be 18 karat plated, sterling silver, classic, simple, minimalist, everyday styles. I just like effortless. I live in your neutral colors. I make it easy. I want it to be easy for women to style at home.
Sure.
And that's what I promote.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Keep it easy.
Yeah, and I can certainly appreciate that. I know I'm like that now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, but I have a couple pairs of jeans that even if I had more of them in the closet, I'm probably gonna wearing
Right. The
wearing
same thing
ones.
is you know what you like
Yeah.
and you stick to it. And that's what I want women to feel comfortable shopping and what they see, and that they don't feel like, oh, that's for special occasions or when would I wear that? Which
Right.
I do have some pieces sometimes that are more formal for wedding season, prom season, graduation, especially this past summer that, like I said, we were getting back into the groove of weddings. But for the most part, it's just everyday casual wear that are good quality pieces that you're gonna wear year round.
Right.
And I love that because that's what we live in. You know,
Right.
that's what you want. And there are boutiques that cater to more special occasions, trendier, and those are your go-to boutiques. But I like my very specific curated collections
Sure.
that I promote.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Another question I'll always ask everybody when I'm doing these is, imagine 6 months from now somebody sees this video, they're looking online and they're thinking about moving to Senoia. What would be something that you tell somebody who is thinking about possibly moving here to Senoia, whether it's from somewhere else in Georgia or maybe somewhere else in the country, and we're in their top 3 finalists of where they're going to move to?
Oh yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with Senoia. It's out of your way of Atlanta, but you're gonna get if you're wanting a family, it's a great place to have your kids grow up in. The safety, the sense of community. I don't ever question whether I'm walking to my car at night or going shopping late at night. It's this entire county, I feel like it's just safe. You feel literally like it's that small town that you grew up in. And I didn't grow up in Senoia, but I feel like you get that sense of
Right.
safety. The homes are beautiful, the history that's here. It's just a great town. I really love it, and I'm so excited to see the growth and everything that's coming, and all the businesses that are local and small business, and people that are from here that are still continuing as they grow
Right.
their families. And
Right.
so I love it. I don't think they'll be disappointed unless they just love the city life, then Atlanta would be for them.
Right. I remember, maybe not even 2 months ago when they got the lights up on the big corner here.
street,
Yeah,
yes.
and I mean, there were 250
They
people
cheered.
out just watching the lights get
They
lit.
cheered for the lights when they went on. I was
Yeah.
like, what's happening? Oh, the lights.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great community, the farmers market. I mean, that feel that you get of just getting a routine and doing the farmers market on Saturday, going to get your coffee, doing brunch, hanging out at the patio. It's awesome.
Right.
And you're not in line to get seated. You're not waiting in traffic. You're not getting that city feel just to get a good brunch or hang out, walk around, walk your dog. It's completely different. I love Atlanta. I love the city life, and it was good in my 20s, but now like I appreciate the slow lifestyle and the sense of community.
I certainly agree with
It's
you
so
on that.
different. Yeah, it's so different. I love it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, now that we are in 2021, and I think the craziness of 2020 is behind us, what's something that you're looking forward to? Just in closing, what does 2021 look like for Olivia James? What's something that you're excited maybe that you're bringing in, or getting some new lines? What does the year look like for you?
You know, if I had a larger space, it would be, without a doubt, it would happen. My space is kind of holding me back from where I would gradually like to grow. Menswear has always been in the back of my head since day one. It was going to be my next go-to. It's still there. I want to do, men's wardrobe staples and keep the same idea and concept of simple everyday casual wear. So if all goes well, we continue to do well, that could be something potentially that we do for the following year. But, because my styles are pretty consistent, I don't do too much changes overall with my collections or the concept of Olivia James. But menswear is definitely a big one that I would love to tackle.
Sure.
And I think Senoia would love that. I get so many men that come in here and they're like, where's my stuff?
Right.
Like, it'll come one day, I promise.
Right.
So I think it would do really well. I think they would appreciate it. Like you said, men know what they want. They know what they wear. They're easy. Wives love to shop for their husbands. So potentially that could be the big one.
So if you're watching on either Facebook or YouTube, you need to comment on it and say, we want Oliver James. That's going to be what the men's side, the men's side of it is. But, well, Raquel, thank you very much for taking a couple 2 minutes out of your day and just highlighting your store.
Yeah, thank you. This is awesome what you're doing. I really appreciate it.
Well, hopefully we'll get some people in here and we'll see a little bit of a surge. So when this goes up on Facebook and YouTube, just come in and say hi and take a look around. I think you'll find something that you like here. So
yes, thank you.
You're welcome, Raquel.
Stop by, say hi.
We'll do. Well, until next time, we'll just keep watching these. There's now a collection of them on YouTube, so if you haven't gotten caught up, make sure you go back and watch the ones that we've already done. But until next time, we'll see you later, okay? Thank you.
Bye.